Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on where you are watching from. My name is Maze Udochukwu, and today's date is the 31st day of the month of January 2022. And today we're going to be talking about some of the videos that have been making round. I know probably some of you might have seen some of the videos and what has been happening all this while. So this night we are going to be discussing about some of those things and why most of the things that have been happening in Biafra land keeps happening. So share the program. We're going to start immediately. But before we start, we're going to take our national anthem. Remember, it is customary for us to always take our national anthem whenever we are on air, whenever we are broadcasting. So, but before we go ahead with some of the things that we are going to be discussing tonight, I would want you to just take a moment of your time, share this broadcast, let other people know about it, copy it, share it. Someone say no voice. You can hear me. Jude Williams said no voice, please. Am I coming out, please? If you people can hear me, let me know, please. Someone is saying that they can't hear me. I don't know why that is, but my system here is telling me that my microphone is coming out. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. Let me proceed. I saw a comment here. Jude Williams said no voice, please. Please, if I'm coming out now, let me know. Please, let me know. Just comment, say yes. I can hear you. Please confirm. Let's proceed. Oh, thank you, Chid. Chid say, yeah, I can hear you. I don't know, Jude. I think you would. Maybe you should just refresh your phone so you'll be able to hear us. Chid say he can hear me. Chidima is saying he can hear me. Ekene is saying he can hear me. So many people are saying yes, you can hear me. So I don't know why Jude Williams can't hear me. A lot of people are saying we can hear, they can hear me. So I think you would like to just refresh your phone or maybe whatever system you're watching with, so you'll be able to hear us. All right, so back to what I was saying before I was interrupted a little bit. We're going to be talking about some of the things that happen and why these people who live up there, these people who are in the north, why they don't regard us as anything, and all of these problems, and why whenever we go to them they will chase us out, they will ask us to go and wait at the gate and all of those things. The reason is because the people who claims to be our leader has been the one who have been making these people to be looking down on us, and I will tell you why. On today's program, I have two videos that I'll be showing you. I will show you a video of the Aruwa people. They were saying that they are marginalized, and if the Aruwa did not, if they could come out and said that they are marginalized, then how much more do you think that they will let the people who have been clamoring for Igbo Presidency 2023 get the presidency? That is the question. But before we go ahead and unpack all of this we've got tonight, I will play our national anthem as it is customary for us to do. Remember, we always play our national anthem whenever we hear on this program. So what I'm going to do right away is to play our national anthem, And once the national anthem finish playing, I will come back on here and we'll talk about all of this thing. Though I came on air a little bit late, not on our usual time, but I will try as much as possible not to take much of your times. Now let's listen to our national anthem, and when I come back, I'm going to show you a video, two videos, and we'll talk about them, so you understand where the problems are coming from. Now let's listen to our national anthem. All right, so we're going to start immediately. I'm going to show you a video, and on this video, you will hear what this man is talking about. Just take a look, but give me a moment. Let me get this one off the screen, so I'll bring you the video that I am about to show you now. And when we finish watching this video, there's another one I am going to show you, and if I finish showing you all of these videos, then we're going to discuss about all of these videos all in this one program tonight. So let's listen to this man.
The 6 years of Jonathan, they say. The 6 years, yeah, 6 years of Jonathan. You put together, you realize that if you put up your pen and paper, you realize the South had about 15 years.
So if the North is being marginalized?
We are being marginalized. If you put up the 8 years of Obasanjo, the 3 years of Jonathan, the 6 years of Jonathan per se, is this 6 years? Yeah, this 6 years of Jonathan. You put together, you realize that if you put up your pen and paper, you realize the South had about 15 years.
So if the North is being marginalized?
We are being marginalized, that's the language.
People, if you are saying that Northerners feel marginalized in a way,
yes,
and then Southerners have been there for a while, what do you think the Southeasterners will talk about?
On normal circumstances, one would have assumed that the Southeast should be given an opportunity. But with the trend of things, with the events we are seeing today, with one of their loose son who is busy going about threatening the unity of the country, is a clear indication they are not prepared.
On behalf of the Seriki Fulani himself, I want to ask that we all spread our eyes.
Aymana, go, Aymana. 1 minute, come inside.
You spoke about the Northerners preparing for 2023.
Yeah.
And quite a number of people have said, why would this man be saying that Northerners prepare for 2023 again? Yeah. Aren't there other people in Nigeria? So could you expatiate on that?
This is democracy. And democracy, we run a constitutional democracy. And constitutional democracy is all about people. It's about number. And I have no doubt in my mind, we have the number. I don't want to sound immodest. The 2015 election, 2019 election has clearly defined who is who. I'm not trying to be arrogant, and I'm also not saying that it's a thing that must be forcefully on Nigerians. But I'm saying, considering the fact that a lot of things had happened, let me make mention of two things. One was, vividly remember Obasanjo had a regime from 1999 to 2007, uninterrupted. Now hand over power democratically to Yaradua. Yaradua only lasted 1 year. The second year, he was ill. We had an acting president in that capacity, which is Jonathan. Jonathan had 1 year. Umaru had only 1 year. Jonathan had the other year. Then subsequently, there was issue of doctrine necessity that suddenly, after the demise of Yaradua, the second year and few months, there was issue of doctrine the necessity that made him substantive president at that time. When he becomes a president, you could now recall that Yaradua had only 1 year, even in his tenure. Jonathan had an acting president for 1 year and subsequently becomes substantive president for another 2 years at that first tenure of Yaradua regime. Now, in 2011, it's expected that Jonathan shouldn't have contested, since it's about rotational presidency, and we are supposed to have uninterrupted 8 years.
Right.
Now, there was an interruption in 2011 where Jonathan contested and won the election, even when some of us were totally against it because we knew it would come to a day like this. He won the election. Normally, it is very rare and very difficult to upturn election against an incumbent government. Jonathan now got his way for second term. Now, Jonathan finished. If you put up the 8 years of Obasanjo, the 3 years of Jonathan, the 6 years of Jonathan per se, is it 6 years? Yes, this 6 years of Jonathan. You put together, you realize that if you put up your pen and paper, you realize they start to have about 15 years.
So if the North is be marginalized?
We are being marginalized, that's the language. Now, Yaradua had only 1 year for the northern slot. Even if Buhari successfully finishes 8 years, automatically you put together, we had only 9 years. So how can you compare 9 years? Even if we are given another opportunity in 2023, if we have another one shot that we may likely going to get, God willing, we have only 13 years. Already we have been cheated for 2 years. But by the way, at least it is better to go to 13 than just end in 9.
But is it about the number of years one spends or competence? Like as our speaker today mentioned, like competence.
Are you saying that you only have the competence one in southern part of the country? We don't have them in the north?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you say northerners,
the north will produce something competent with full capacity. Certainly not what we are seeing today. We will ensure that we bring a man from northern part of this country that will be buyable, sellable to the southern people, and we have no doubt in our mind the southern people will be rest assured, will be more confident that this is truly a pan-Nigerian president we are going to produce by God's grace from 2023. And certainly we will lobby. We will call for attention. We will seek for understanding of Nigerians, and certainly it will come to pass.
Right. People, if you are saying that northerners feel marginalized in a way,
yes,
and then southerners have been there for a while, what do you think the southeasterners will talk about?
On normal circumstances, one would have assumed that the southeast should be given an opportunity. But with the trend of things, with the events we are seeing today, with one of their loose son who is busy going about threatening the unity of the country, is a clear indication they are not prepared. We are moving forward. You cannot, on one hand, seek for justice, and on the other hand, again, you are threatening the unity of a country. It's not there anywhere. So if they are truly serious, we should begin to see them to stop talking anyhow, stop threatening Nigerians. On that basis, then Nigerians will begin to be comfortable. Then we know they are prepared. Then subsequently, we can negotiate. Politics is about negotiating.
All right. Did you hear what he said there? I would take the video. I'll play the video back again, but let's talk a little bit of some of the things, some of the issues that he raised. Now, he said the Igbos, that is people from the southeast, they are not ready because if they could be threatening the peace, the unity of the country, that means that they are not ready to rule. And this man now, the man that just finished speaking, is the president of Aruwa Youth Constituency Forum. In case maybe you don't know who he is, then I will still show you another video of him where the the Ohanaeze delegates when they went to them there in the north, when they were still discussing this Igbo presidency and all that. Now, if you listen to some of the things that this man has said here, some of the issues that he raised on this interview, do you think that this man is ready to let go? They are the north and they know themselves. I will show you another video where these people, the Southeast leaders, where they went to them to beg them to become the president of Nigeria. And my question is, do you always have to beg to get what you want in Nigeria? Do we always have to beg to get what we want in Nigeria? Now, I will take the video a little bit backward. Let me play. There's a particular session of the video that I want to play. Then I will tell you what it is about. Just give me some time. Let me take it a little bit backwards.
If you put up the 8 years of Obasanjo, the 3 years of Jonathan, the 6 years of Jonathan per se, is this 6 years? Yes, this 6 years of Jonathan. You put together, you realize that if you put up your pen and paper, you realize they start to have about 15 years.
So if you the North is being marginalized?
We are being marginalized, that's the language.
People,
all right, you hear where he said that they are being marginalized. Now, if this man, whom their people from the north has been ruling for heaven knows when, if he can complain of being marginalized, then what will happen to the people of the east? Okay, now let's assume we are talking about the presidency, of which we are not even interested of. Actually, why we're doing this program is to let the people who claims to be the leaders from the southeast to know that what they are crying for and what they are asking for is obtainable, is impossible. They can never get it. No matter how strong they fight for this Igbo president, it can never come. This interview here shows clear indication that they are going nowhere. The Igbo leaders, the southeast leaders who have been clamoring for this Igbo presidency. This interview here shows you that these people, they are not ready to let go. And that Igbo presidency that everybody have been clamoring for, including Ohanaeze Delegation, who has been championing the Igbo presidency, is impossible for them to get to that Asu Rock. Now, listen to what this man is saying here. I will still show you another video where the so-called Ohanaeze Delegation delegate, where they went to him, they went to the north to go and beg to become the president of the so-called Nigeria. While we are doing this program, like I've said before, we are not part of that Igbo president, but we are letting the so-called Ohanaeze and his gangs to know that the Igbo presidency that they have been clamoring for is impossible, is obtainable. They are just dreaming. It's not going to come to pass. If you listen to some of the things that this man has said here, that alone tells you the man is saying that they have been marginalized. And even if there is no, because this man, the guy that were interviewing him said, how about, he asked him that you people have been ruling, is it about the number of the people? Is about the competent. He said they will produce the competent, they will bring out the competent leader who will lead. So what we are saying is that let the Southeast leaders who have been clamoring for this Igbo presidency drop this Igbo presidency. Make sure they join force together, and let's talk about how to get our own freedom. It's as simple as this. Because people you are going to begging them to become the Igbo presidency, they are not even ready to let go. The so-called president of Nigeria, the Nigeria who claims to be the Buhari, is from the north, and these people is telling you again that they are marginalized. If Buhari goes, they are going to bring another person. So let's stop. Let the Igbo leaders stop this madness of Igbo presidency and join hands together. Let's get Biafra. If they don't want to join hands together and they keep clamoring for Igbo presidency, it will never come. They are just wasting their times. They waste their money for the election and nothing will happen. Go and mark today's date. It will never come. Even if it comes, they will still come up with one thing or the other. So what we are saying, the message we are sending tonight is to let the Igbo leaders know that what they are asking for will never come. Even if it comes, they will still look for one thing or the other to sabotage it. It's as simple as that. You saw what happened during Good Luck. You saw what happened during his own tenure. They came up with the abduction of girls, schoolgirls. From schoolgirls, they create the banditry, the Boko Haram and all the rest. And they use that as an excuse to get him out of the office. And what happens afterwards? Everybody was campaigning for Buhari. Oh, let Buhari go. He is the retired soldier, this, that. And when he got there, what happens? People were still crying. So let this madness of Igbo presidency from the so-called Igbo leaders stop. It has to stop. Everybody wants to be the president of the so-called Nigeria. Ojo Okalu is, on the other hand, campaigning. Now, Rochas Okorocha has joined them. Dave Umahi is there too. And another video I'm going to show you, we hear what the man said. He said Peter Obi is going to join soon. They are talking to him at the background. When they convince him, they will bring him out. They will say, "Oh, go and contest. Join the group." All of this is just waste of time. And our leader Mazina Kano is in dictation. So many of them are happy. I'm going to show you another shocking video where this man said so many things, which means he is happy because our leader has been in detention. In fact, most of them are happy. That's why they have not been saying anything about it. Now I'm going to show you. Let me show you. Just give me some time. Let me get you the other video where you will really understand what is happening in all of this we are talking about. Just give me a moment. Let me get you that second video so you hear it from the so-called Secretary of Ohanaeze, Secretary General for that matter of Ohanaeze. I will show you the video in a moment. Just give me some time. Let me get it on the screen. What we are saying is that it's not going to be possible. It will never happen. It's just a fantasy. All of these things is just dream. Why don't you just stop the Igbo presidency madness and join force together? Let's get our own country, a place we can call home, Biafra. We've said this before. Give us referendum. People will decide where they will go to.
Vast majority place that the North will always. We know that the North, with the population and the vast majority place, that the North will always.
Now we'll take it a little bit backward. Let it start from beginning. You listen to this man. Just listen.
We know that the North, with the population and the vast majority plays, that the North will always play the role of a kingmaker in deciding, being a deciding factor in 2023 presidency. And we feel that the best thing we should do is to migrate from the other side of the world to come to this place and interface with the real people who are the people that are holding the masses. Rather than abusive works, in tantrums in the delis, that we decided to extend the hand of friendship to the North. Having said that, we ask one question ourselves: what happened to the relationship between Nnamdi Azikiwe and Tafawa Balewa? What happened to the existing relationship between the North and the East? Where did we got it wrong? What happened? What transpired? Is it because that one person somewhere decided to paint Igbos as if we are Biafrans? No, we believe in one Nigeria. The vast majority population of Igbos are residing in 19 northern states. With the highest investments we have in 19 northern, we have about 2.3 trillion worth of investment Igbos that have invested in northern Nigeria. And by so doing, we said no, that the best thing we have to do is to ensure that we reach out with the fulcrum of the society, the people general, Yerima Shetima, to dialogue on the way forward regards to 2023. And moreover, you have heard, or it's not a new agenda, that this is the turn of the Igbo people. And irrespective that our friend here, who have been having another diverse opinion that the North must retain power after President Muhammadu Buhari, we say no. It's not something that will come and fight in the delis, or every time we'll be countering what he says. No, let us come and have a persuasive dialogue. And by so doing, we are looking at how do we get here in this mess today in Nigeria. Nigeria is being ravaged by insecurity in the north. It's been extended to the south. In the southeast now, there is no. Today is Monday. The economy is crashing. Somebody somewhere instituted sit at home, not in Nigeria, and everything is going wrong. What we need is somebody who is of age. We are looking at age. Somebody who can unite Nigeria as Nigerians to be one, and that is why we are here to say that we believe in one Nigeria, and also we are ensuring that we are persuading our brothers to support us. We have had it. We are not expecting any response from them now. Let them go and think about it. That the best thing they have to do is to look at competency in 2023. And when you talk of competency, we Igbos have abundance of material resources that can succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. Is it in terms of competence? You talk about our son from Rivers State, the Minister for Transport, Chibika Amechi, who we are preparing to declare very soon. You talk about versatility and acceptance in the north. You talk about Senator Richard Okorocha, who was even born like Nnamdi Azikiwe was born in the north. You talk about international diplomacy. We have our Minister for Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyama, who has helped President Muhammad to launder the image of Nigeria. When you talk about infrastructural development and this, you talk about the governor of Ebonyi State, Governor Dave Umahi. You see that talk about the managerial skills. You talk about our brother, former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi. We have abundance. We have people who are ready, are committed to serve Nigeria. And what we are begging the North is to come and look at not the region, but look at the quality of candidates. People who are ready to serve Nigeria, people who are ready to continue to salvage the image of Nigeria beyond the way we have descended so low and so into the abyss of violence, abyss of insecurity, poverty, and all the rest of it. So we are begging the North that they should look at the individuals, not at the region, because looking at the region will be misunderstood that we want Biafra. Looking at the region will be misunderstood that there will be no confidence for the North to trust somebody from the East. Looking at the region will give us another perception that perhaps will lead us into not having. So why we are saying this is that the North, through the Arewa Consultative Youth Forum, should help us to ensure that the North plays the role of a kingmaker in 2033. and look at the quality of candidates we will be presenting. I must be honest with you, we are going to sponsor our candidates who emerge through the political process in political parties. Ohanaeze has mapped out about 10 billion naira to give any candidate who succeeds either in APC or PDP or any other party.
We have people who do not have an idea of what history was, and all of a sudden came out from nowhere that way.
All right, I'm going to stop it a little bit there, but I will allow the video to finish playing afterwards. Later, when I finish explaining most of the things that Okechukwu said on this interview. Now, if you listen to some of the things that he said here, he even went as far as denying himself. He said somebody somewhere is somewhere talking about Biafra, that he is not a Biafran, that he is in one Nigeria. This is how far people can go in order to get what they want. I don't know if you understand what he meant by that. These people went all the way from the east and they went to the north to beg for Igbo presidency, and at the same time he denied being a Biafran. He said they are not Biafran, that they don't believe in what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, that somebody somewhere is talking about Biafra, that they don't believe in Biafra. This is how desperate some of them are. And they can deny their identity in order to get what they want. And that is why they are killing our youth in the East. When you come out to speak, they will shut you up. In fact, they went as far as closing your entire family, because they don't want any hindrance from anybody, in as much as they are in that position of getting what they want. And the man that you just finished listening to is an Igbo man, a Biafran, but due to his clamoring for Igbo presidency, he denied being a Biafran. You had him said it there. And this is why the Northerners, they don't regard us as anything. They bring down their cattle all the way from north down to the east. They come to our farmland. They go there. They destroy our crops. When you talk, they bring out their gun and they shoot you. They kill you in your farmland, and nothing happens. These are the kind of leaders that we have. They go there, they beg them for presidency. They literally beg for everything. These are the people that we have. Even if eventually they become the president, of which they can never, they will still kill our youth because they are in power. Now, look at what is happening in the north. All of the banditry, all of the kidnapping, all of the attacks that have been happening in the north. How many of the Fulanis, how many of those people committing those crimes, how many of them have they killed? How many of them have they convicted? How many of them have they jailed? None. Go to the north, it's happening. The kidnapping is going on even as we speak. But come to the east. When you come out to protest, they will send their police, their soldier to kill us. Go to Imo State and see what is happening. Go to Ebonyi and see what is happening. Recently, you see what is happening in Ebonyi State. The governor of Ebonyi State recruited some people, call them Ebubago, and they are killing people on daily basis. Go there and see what is happening. But when you go to the north, this north that these people went to beg for Igbo presidency, they are not killing their youth just like they are killing us in the east. Go to the north. The kidnapping and the banditry is going on daily basis, and nothing is happening. Nobody is killing the youth. Nobody has sent the soldiers to go to wherever they go to wherever they are, fish them out, kill all of them. They have not done that. Their leaders have not sent the troops against those people committing those crimes. But when you come to the east, when we are protesting, when we stand up for our right, when we stand up to speak for some of the things that the so-called leaders are doing in the east, they will come after us. They will kill everybody. Even they went as far as closing the entire family. They kill you, they burn down your property. It's happening every day. And they are there in the north begging to be the president of the so-called one Nigeria. A country that was being put together by a man who came all the way from the west. Give us Biafra is what we are asking for. We are not interested in your one so-called Nigeria. We are not interested in your presidency. You can go get your presidency for all you want, but what we are asking for, give us referendum. Let people decide where they want to go to. If they want to join the presidency, if they want to become the one Nigeria, give them that chance to make the choice. That is what we are clamoring for, referendum. Give us the referendum. People will decide where they will go to. We are sick and tired of all of these things going on. Now I'm going to let the video finish playing so you hear the response from this man. This is a president of Aruwa Youth. I'm going to play the video so you hear his own response, because the people that came to beg him for Igbo presidency, let's hear his response to their offer.
We're never part of any popular struggle. Suddenly began to champion the cause of Igbo cause in the name of Biafra. Some of us took it personal because we believe strongly. At first we thought some of these characters speak for the entire Igbos. Until in 2017 we realized that there are just few individuals, probably jobless, headed by another jobless somebody who also championed the cause of, believing that through intimidation, through the support of some myopic politicians, they could fund him to heighten tensions and create unnecessary panics, believing that by some of their utterances and their actions, the North will succumb to some of those blackmails. But oftentimes, what I do is to draw the attention of some of these characters to say that we have come of age. Gone are those days when you use blackmails, intimidations and harassment to negotiate for politics or for power. Good enough today we are sitting again when people believe we cannot sit and discuss together as a people. We are talking, and this is a welcome development that a leadership of Ohanaeze will come all the way from the southeast to meet some of us to discuss issues pertaining 2023, because we know it's time and very timing. You can't deprive people from asking for what they want, and you can't stop them from demanding for what they think it is their right. But it's either we are going to meet and discuss the issues and agree in principle, or we will discuss it over and over, and until we agree on certain things. Whether it's going to go your way or my way, we still need each other. The most important is that you come, and this your coming has really mended little or major aspect of what we felt in northern part of the country, because over time I've said it, politics is about negotiation. is about meeting people, discuss, lobby. You don't just sit down in your little enclave, you make noise. Some of us are here, we don't know what sit at home means. We are in northern part of the country, it does not affect us. It affects your economic directly or indirectly. But for us, we are comfortable because you cannot declare it at home in northern part of the country, and we'll study it over time. So it's left for the Igbo kinsmen to rise up above board and checkmate those excesses of these elements for your betterment. Nobody will entrust you with powers when you make it obvious as if you are doing it by putting fears in the minds of people. But by this approach, if this had happened long before now, probably we wouldn't have found ourselves where we are today. As you have earlier said, you have even helped me in your submission. You do not expect me to reply or respond to you that your demands will be answered immediately. We will also go back to make other consultations too, speak with our people, consult widely, and discuss issues. Nothing is impossible in politics, but you must change your approaches. You must change your approaches. You must talk to people. You must reach out, lobby to the people. Then at the end of the day, majority will still have a way, while the minority will still have a say. That's politics. I've been an advocate of democracy for over time. And democratically, I do not understand what this zoning means. I don't understand what zoning means. But I believe in competency. Yes, you said it. I believe in younger generation coming on board. Yes, you said it, because that's my belief too. But whether it's going to be about zoning, that's where I think we're going to differ more. Let us showcase our best. I'm not ruling out what you're asking for, but let us bring our best. Bring your best 11. The not to produce his best 11, then we'll meet at the junction. We'll see if yours is better than us or ours is better than yours. Nigeria will decide that through ballot.
All right. Did you hear his own response? Did you hear some of the things that he said concerning the man's request? Now, he said the sit at home that been happening in the East doesn't affect them. That they should go back and address it and lobby with the people. What lobby means is to talk with the people, to discuss with the people who is causing the sit at home and all that. That the sit at home doesn't affect them there in the north where they are. And he said another thing, that they didn't trust them with power. If some people will be causing peace, or will be causing distraction, and thinking that maybe violence and intimidation will, bring solution to the problem, that they didn't trust them with power. And again, he said he's going to discuss with the people, that he's not going to give him direct response now. He's not going to, tell him yes or no immediately, that he has to go and discuss with his own people to know if his request will be granted, of which they will never let go. These people. And that man you've seen there having a handshake with the Aruwa president is a general secretary to Ohanaeze Delegation. They went all the way from east to the north to go and beg for Igbo presidency. Shamefully, they went there. And at the same time, not even just going there, at the same time, there he denied being a Biafran. He said he belonged to one Nigeria. That somebody somewhere cannot be calling all of them Biafran. That he is not a Biafran, that he belongs to one Nigeria, simply because he wants to be in power, simply because they want Igbo presidency. This is how desperately all of them are, because they want to be called president. of the so-called Nigeria. And this time around, we are telling them no. We are resisting all of them. All of them. We are saying no until referendum is being given to the people to decide where they want to go to, until the wish of the people are being granted. Then we can know if you people can go ahead with your presidency or not. But in as much as you people are not paying attention to us, in as much as you people keep killing us, go to Ebonyi State and see what is happening. They're killing on daily basis. In as much as some of the things that's happening keeps happening, you people are not going anywhere. And the North, they know what they are doing. They can never let go. I've said it before. You people are just wasting your time. You had it. I play YouTube video, right? It's still the same man. The Aruwa president, he was the one that talked before the previous video I play, and here again, he is still the one talking. Remember, he maintains, he stands on his word. Remember the first interview, he said it, that the people of the East are threatening the peace of the nation. He said it. And here again, he said it again. So, he is still standing on his word. Shamefully, these people, they went to them to beg them for Igbo presidency. Then my question is, why would we always be begging for everything? Why? Why do we always go there to beg for these people for everything? It is shameful, and this is why these people are looking down on us. I've said it before. You see what is happening in the country, in your one so-called Nigeria. You see what is happening. This is why they don't have respect to any of them, any of the leaders from the East. You go to Federal High Court, they will chase all of you away to an extent that the so-called Igbo presidency, the delegate that he sent to represent him in Federal High Court, was chased out. All of them went outside. They gave them plastic seat to sit outside. This is the reason. Because in as much as you keep going to these people to beg them, they will never regard you as anything. You keep begging. You keep begging. And that is why when you send your lawyers, when you send your delegate to Federal High Court to represent you, when people you sent get there, they will ask all of them to go outside. They will chase them outside the courtroom. They will ask all of them to go outside and sit down. This is the reason. Give us referendum and stop these games that all of you are playing. Give us referendum, let people decide where they want to go to. It's as simple as this. Give us referendum, people will decide if they want to belong in one Nigeria or not. It's one man, one vote. You're not going to force anybody, including you, the Ohanaeze, and including you, the Okechukwu, who went to the north to beg for Igbo presidency. You will have to vote. You will decide where you will go to. If you want to remain in one Nigeria, nobody is going to force you. And that is why our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come up with this referendum of a thing. So people will decide where they will go to. Let it not be as if we are forcing everybody to come to Biafra. No. You will have to decide. Do you want to go to Biafra? Okay, you have to choose. Vote yes or no. Do you want to stay in Nigeria? Vote yes or no. Just simple as this. And that is why they have been running from pillar to pole. Today you see them in Abuja. The other day you see them in the north. The next day now, whom you will see is Orji Zokalo. They will tie him bedsheet on his head, and you will see him begging and worshiping them, cleaning their legs. All in the name of power and fame that will not last forever. So our message tonight still remains: give us referendum, stop this Igbo presidency madness. Give us referendum, let people decide where they will go to. That is all we're asking for. I don't think that is too much to ask for. Give the people referendum. Let's vote where we want to go to. If you want to remain in Nigeria, you remain in Nigeria. If you want to go to Biafra, all well and good. And stop disgracing the generation of Igbo land. The disgrace is too much. That's why they don't regard us as anything. You go there, you beg for everything. You beg for Igbo presidency. You beg for governorship election. You literally beg for everything. You beg for allocation. You beg for even the one you're supposed to beg for. You go there, you cry, you kneel down, you beg them. And they laugh at all of you. When you leave their presence, they will be laughing at you. How many times have they come to the east to ask for favor from you people? They have not. But you people have been the one going to them to ask for one thing or the other. Isn't that alone to tell you that these people don't even regard you as anything? Ndị na-ekwu okwu asị, oh, aka ekpe kụọ aka nri akụọ aka ekpe. How many times have they come to the east to ask you for something? But you've been the one going to them all the time. It's either you go and beg for Igbo presidency, or you go and beg for governorship election, or Dave Umah, he will go to north and beg for the northerners to give him talks to bring to the east to come and be killing our people. And it keeps happening every day. And we are saying enough of this madness of begging here and then. Enough of this madness. We're going to stop the program. The message has been passed. The Igbo leaders has to wake up. All of them put together have to wake up. It's about time to do the right thing. Because in as much as you keep going to the north to beg for Igbo presidency, keep going to Aso Rock to beg for one thing or the other, the more they will keep looking down on all of us, including you. If you leave their presence, they will be laughing at you. Enough of this shameful act. Enough of these things. We are not supposed to be begging them. They should be the one they will come and beg us, not us going to beg them. In all area of life, we are qualified. I mean, in every aspect. So what's the point of always going to beg them? When you go to the north, we have Igbo men who occupy there and they own millions of businesses. When you come to the east, how many of the Abokis in the east owns properties, owns rented apartments, owns hotels? You see none. But go to the north, you see Igbo men, they have properties, they have hotels, they have restaurants, they open bars, they contribute to the economy of the. So what's the point really of begging these people? I don't just get this. What is the point? I'm just trying to get all of this around my head. I don't just understand. When you come to Enugu, I've never seen, maybe if you've seen any, let me know. I've never seen a Aboki that own property in Enugu. When you go to Anambra, I've never seen a Aboki that owns a hotel. I've never seen a Aboki except maybe the politicians, few of their politicians, and they don't bring their investment to the east. Their politicians, they don't. But average Igbo man in the north owns a property, a rented property in the north. An average Igbo man owns a hotel in Abuja. An average Igbo man owns a business in Kaduna. So all of these things, I'm just trying to understand where the begging is coming from. I don't just get this. Why don't just our leader just wake up? Our leaders in the east, why don't you people just wake up and realize that you're not even supposed to be going to these people begging them? They should be the one coming to the east begging us. This is crazy. So the message has been passed. The Igbo leaders, is about time you wake up from your slumber. Wake up and do what is right. So we're going to stop the program here. We've been on air for nearly 1 hour. We're going to stop the program here. I've shown you the videos, and actually why I show you those two videos that I played here is for you to understand that these people, they will never let go no matter what. You heard what the Aruwa president said, that in as much as we keep threatening the peace of the nation, that they don't trust us with power. So he has said it, and I believe he stands on his words. It's not going to be possible. So these people clamoring for Igbo presidency are just wasting their time. Really, this is sad. So I'm going to stop the program here, but before I leave, I'm going to play our national anthem. And once the national anthem finish playing, I'm going to stop the program, and I will see all of you tomorrow by God's grace. So send this video, share it. If you know anybody who is in power, share the video to them so they will understand that these people are not ready to let go. No matter what, they are not ready to let go, and they can never give the Igbo presidency to whoever that is asking for it. It's as simple as that. They have told you that they don't trust you with power. So what's the point of going to them to beg them? What are you begging them for? Then again, he said something. He said people will have to decide in pulpit if you're going in the ballot box, I beg your pardon, if you're going to win or not. So what's the point then? Now I'm going to play the national anthem, and once the national anthem finish playing, I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you for always tuning in, and I will see all of you tomorrow. My name still remains Mazi Udochukwu. Bye for now, and God bless. Now let's listen to our national anthem.